Hello, you guys. Catching you live. If you're on the replay, hashtag replay, introduce yourself, let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from, and what your dream is. That's deep for an introduction, right? But it's going to make sense. It's going to make sense as we talk through this. So my name is Bethany Brown. I'm one of your mentors for the next 90 days, and I am so grateful and blessed to be able to talk to you guys and help you guys see your true value, your true potential. If we don't know each other, hi, nice to meet you. Please introduce yourself. I'd love to say hi. I'd love to interact. And for those of you who don't know my story, I'll give you a brief introduction. Like I said, Bethany Brown. I am a very proud Air Force veteran, turned stay-at-home mom, turned entrepreneur / network marketing professional. I planned on doing 20 years in the Air Force. Serving my country was my goal, my vision. But little did I know that when God prompted me to get out early and take care of my family, especially my special needs son, that there were a lot of big things in store for me. God had some big things in store for me, and he was just waiting for my obedience to hand them over. And I know that this is your story too. So let's talk about butts, shall we? Our butts get in the way. What we're going to talk about today are what your dreams are, what your goals are, what your visions are, and what you are doing to hold yourself back from that. What you are doing that is getting in the way. The common phrase for this is excuses, right? But an excuse is not just an excuse. An excuse is a purposeful roadblock. And why are you putting up that roadblock? That's what I want to help you explore today. So believing in yourself can be scary. Raise your hand if believing in yourself doesn't feel like the first natural thing to do when you're creating your goals and your dreams. It can be scary. We sell ourselves short and don't believe we can do it. Truthfully, we don't believe we can do what we're setting out to do. So we shut ourselves down before we feel the sting of failure. We don't want the sting of failure. So we shut ourselves down with our excuses before that failure comes. We tell ourselves that it would be better not to feel anything at all than to try. We tell ourselves it would be better to not feel anything at all than have the chance at not succeeding, especially since we're telling ourselves before we even start that we're not succeeding, that we're not going to succeed. We say we want this business model to work. There is nobody here watching that does not want this to work desperately, right? Raise your hand, say, I want this to work. If you want this to work, like everyone here wants this to work, but we tell ourselves, but I want this to work, and this is going to work for this person, and this will work for this person, and this has worked for this person, and I want it to work for me. But we put a but in there. but it isn't going to work for me because X, Y, Z excuse here. Valid excuse or not? What those buts do, that but we insert into our goals and our visions and our dreams, is they tell our brains to shut down and quit striving. What we're doing is giving our brain permission to quit. Our brain is going to listen to us. Our brain is not going to concentrate on something and expend its vital energy on something that it's doomed to fail. So if we're telling our brains, but this isn't in it for me, then your brain will not strive to make it happen. Our brains, our body, our power of intention, our energy is powerful. God gave us powerful tools. God gave us powerful tools, but we can shut those tools down. We give our brain permission to not work for it because it's not going to happen for us. And then we just stay in the land of wanting it, but never striving for it truly. So I want to throw out some common excuses. And whenever I throw out an excuse that resonates with you, will you let me know? We are all here, all right? We've all been here, we're all going to be here, or we're all camped here right now. I am not personally attacking you, all right? I am saying I've been here. Sometimes I am here, and I will be here in the future. But I've identified what's holding me back in a certain situation, and I move beyond that. All right, so I want to give you some common excuses. Number one, location. The number one but, one of the number one buts is location. I live in a small town. I live in a super saturated area. Like, this isn't going to work for me because of where I physically am. First off, there is no such thing as market saturation, guys. If you walk outside and you ask somebody if they have essential oils in their house, you're not always going to hear the answer yes. And if they do, chances are they got them from Walmart. All right? So you have a chance to educate them. You have a leg up. They know what essential oils are, kind of, and they want them in their house. And now you get a chance to educate them on quality. So that's a leg up, all right? There's no such thing as market saturation. Yes, they're becoming more popular, but that is an advantage to you because people know what you're talking about, and you don't have to start from ground zero. And as far as a small town, your small circle of influence, that is a huge butt. All right, you have a huge butt. All right, Michelle. Have you worked past this? So Michelle Evans says, been there. I did live in the middle of nowhere, 45 minutes to the closest grocery store. So I am going to depend on your feedback to help people here, Michelle. We tell ourselves, we have a small circle of influence. I stay in my house. I don't really know anybody. Hey, if you start writing down the number of people you know, your list is going to be longer than you know. You have family. You have friends. You have acquaintances. You have a large circle of influence. You have a large circle of people that know and trust you. And when you're in a small community, you almost have an advantage because everyone knows you, everyone trusts you, and you don't have to establish trust before you share with them because they already trust you, so they know you're coming from a genuine place. And every single person you share with, your sphere of influence just grew. If you share with one person This is the duplication model. This is residual income duplication. That's what network marketing is. You take your sphere of influence, you share with them, and then you equip them to share with the people they love and they know. And now your sphere of influence just grew exponentially by the people in their sphere of influence. And we've all seen that beautiful model of duplication, where I share with one, and that one person shares with one person, and then those two people share with, and so one becomes 2, becomes 4, becomes 8, becomes 16, becomes 32, becomes 64, becomes 128, becomes what, 356, and before you know it, in the blink of an eye, it's in the billions. All right? All you have to do is go out there, share with the people you love, and equip them to be experts at the lifestyle. And to become an expert at the lifestyle, all you have to do is use it. I don't know why I use Thieves Household Cleaner, but I love it. You should love it too. You don't have to be an expert, all right? But we'll get more to that. So number 1 is that location. Number 2, money. I don't have the money to invest in my business. Not everybody here has a starter kit yet. Most of you do. Most franchises, if you want to be a small business owner, most franchises cost $200,000 to $500,000 per store to open. That's a lot of paying back a loan. That's a lot. All it takes to start a young, living, viable business is $45 to $165. I'm going to say $165, the price of the new premium starter kit, because if you buy a basic starter kit, yes, technically you can build a business. Technically you have a wholesale account and you can build a downline, but you have no product to fall in love with. You have to fall in love with the company first and then just share that love with people. So you need to start with one of the premium starter kits. So it costs $165 to get your young living business up and running. All you have to do is fall in love with your product and share your product via word of mouth. There's no overhead. There's no overhead in young living. I don't have to stock a basement worth of product that I have to unload and that's going to expire on me. I don't have to pay employees unless I want to. I can pay my kids to seal envelopes, write that off on my taxes, right? You don't have to pay insurance, workers' comp. Young Living takes care of all of that for you, and all we do is share. And Young Living thanks us for it with a paycheck. Every person we share with. So money, yes, not everybody has $165 in their pocket, but it's worth it to save for. What can you sell? If you have a friend who you know would be blessed by these products in this business, help them find the money in their cushions. Help them sell that furniture they're not using. Have a garage sale. I mean, it's so easy to sell stuff now on the Facebook Marketplace, right? Save up. Have a little bit of peanut butter and jelly for a while. It's worth it to save up that $165 to change your life. Tell me, everyone who's listening, tell me in a sentence, not just raising your hand because I won't know what that hand's up for, whose life has truly been changed by that $165 starter kit. Actually, everyone here probably got a $160 starter kit. Or cheaper, when like mine that didn't come with a diffuser. Tell me that your life was changed, right? And tell me how it was changed. Number 3, influence. I don't know enough people, or I'm not important enough. I'm not out there. I'm not famous. I don't have a platform, right? I'm not a blogger with a following. I'm not a radio host with a bunch of people who trust and follow me. Guys, it is not what you know. It's not who you know even. It is your hustle and your tenacity. You don't have to have initials behind your name. MD, naturopath, nurse practitioner, aromatherapist, raindrop technician. You don't have to have these initials behind your name. In fact, they might even hinder you in duplication because people think that they have to be educated to do it, right? You just need hustle and you need tenacity, and you just need to grab your script. Grow Workspace is full of beautiful scripts, all right? Amazing writers. And teach, and then teach others to do the same. It's not your influence. And this ties into, I don't know enough. I'm going to start sharing when I know more. I'm going to start sharing when I understand this more. I'm going to start sharing when I feel like I am an expert in this. What if somebody asks me a question I don't have the answer? Good, right? We don't want to seem like a know-it-all. If you're a know-it-all when you're teaching and you have the answer to every single question, this person is never going to take their health into their own hands and their education into their own hands. They're always going to turn back to you because you are their Google, you are their encyclopedia, and they have put their health into your hands. Our jobs is to say, your health, sales call. Our job is to say to people, this is your health. You are empowered to own it. Your doctors work for you. I support you. But you, Mama Bear, you are empowered to take your health into your own hands. And when you are the expert, you're taking that power right away from them. But if they say, hey, what is lavender good for? Can lavender do this? Or XYZ, this is my condition. What should I do? Show them where to look it up. Even if you know it, if you say, I don't know, let's look at that reference book I gifted you. And show them how to find out by themselves. And that shows them that they don't have to know it all to support somebody. All right? You don't have to know enough. And people buy us. When somebody comes to my class, I am not selling a starter kit. I am not selling Young Living products. I'm not even selling Young Living. I kind of am, but I'm selling myself. I am showing people that you can trust me. You desire what I have. You desire my excitement. You desire my passion. You desire my commitment. You desire my, the word I'm trying to think of. It's there. You trust that I know what I'm doing and that I am passionate about the product enough that you want to try it also. And then they fall in love with the product, all right? And then they learn about the product. But it's my job to sell myself and to get people to trust me and to want what I have. That does not take knowing anything about the chemical constituents or the reason why they work. Yes, some green personalities, myself included, love that. But if you teach all that and expect yourself to know all that before you even start, you're never going to start. Gary wouldn't have even shared with us because he was learning until the day he passed. There would be no Young Living. So you know enough. You know enough to love somebody, all right? Number 5, time. I would love to do this, but I don't have the time. I understand. I understand you are busy. I understand you're drowning. I understand You are stressed out. I understand that you come home at the end of the day and it's all you can do to feed your kids and go to bed and start over the next day. I understand. You are doing this business to gain time freedom. Young living is your way out of your trap. Young living is your way out of trading your precious God-given time for money. All right? You might have to make life harder for a little while as you add yet another thing to your plate in sharing young living. But little by little, as you share and they share, you're going to gain increments of time freedom. And then as your check increases, you can hire a house cleaner. Bam! You just gained some time. You can hire a cook. Bam! You just gained some more time. I understand it's going to be hard, but I promise it is worth it. You just have to put in the work. This is not guaranteed to be easy, all right? But it is so worth it. All you need to do is schedule a class, read a script, follow up, and repeat. If you do this 4 to 6 times a month, you'll probably hit silver in 6. That's like a 12-hour commitment a month. So if you can commit those 40 hours minimum, right, a week to 160-hour a month a job, which is not going to give your time freedom, surely you can commit 12 hours a month to a weekly 2-hour class and follow up for a business that will grow and set you up for retirement. You can do it. I believe in you. All right? You just need a tribe of people cheering you on. All right? Who's stuck? Who's working like a workhorse and stuck in their 9 to 5? Raise your hand. Let me know. Put a horse emoji in the comments. I am a workhorse and I am stuck. But, let's put a but into that negative comment. But young living is my freedom and I will achieve it and I am achieving it. All right, conscious language. Speak as if you have already achieved it. I am free. And then work towards that freedom. Number 6, I don't want to sell stuff. Or this is kind of number 7. I combined influence and I don't know enough. I don't want to sell stuff. I love this product, but ooh, I don't want to take advantage of my friends. I don't want to seem salesy. I don't want to ostracize myself. Then good, then don't. All right? When you get salesy is when people don't want it. When you get salesy is when people don't trust you, that they feel like you're just trying to make a buck. Let me ask you this. Do you believe in young living? Tell me if you believe in young living. What have these products done for your life? Write it down. Write down your first aha moments, your first products you fell in love with, and the exact tangible, emotional things that they did. Write it down. All right? Those moments, who did you share that with? When you were experiencing those things raw and for the first time, who did you share that with? Why were you compelled to share with them? Because you wanted to sell it to them or because you loved them? And you experienced this amazing thing and you wanted the people you love to experience also. You are sharing a lifestyle that has changed yours, not selling product. You are sharing your lifestyle and wanting others to have that. The testimonies I could share about lives that have changed because I have stepped out of my own comfort zone and shared with people are countless. I am so blessed to get to hear testimonies of lives that are changed because of product and lives that are changed because of newfound time and financial freedom. That wouldn't happen if I was meek and I stood back. If I was meek and I stood back, I would serve nobody. but myself? And is it even serving me? If I'm not spreading this gift God has given us in natural wellness and this beautiful business model that Gary and Mary Young have given us, how many people would I be robbing from blessings? Do you know that 1 in 5 people are not happy at their job and do not like where they are right now? But we're too afraid to approach them and tell them there are other options. We're withholding blessings from them in our timidity. So stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, share. Just step out in faith and share what you know and you love. So what I want you to do, I want you to get real and vulnerable with me, all right? So drop your number 1 personal excuse in the comments so we can support you. I want you to identify the lie. Identifying the lie is the first step to stepping into your truth. God has made you a powerful person with a voice and something to share with the world. So don't hold that back. You have a blessing for the world that I can't give them. You have a blessing for the world that nobody else in this world can give them. So put yourself out there and bless the world. All right? So how do you get started with all of this? I felt the same way. It's like, okay, what do you do? It takes 1 step to get started. All right, so maybe 2. First, you have to say yes. Say yes to yourself, not to me. You have to say yes to yourself and yes to the opportunity to work towards achieving your dreams, no matter how big or small they are. You deserve more. You deserve the life you want. And the second step, if you have not yet done it, to starting your own business is to order your premium starter kit. So if you haven't done that yet, get with the person who invited you to this group, hug their neck because they love you, and get your business started. It only costs $165 to start your business, to start changing your life and the lives of countless other people. Remember, it's okay to want more. It's okay to dream of more for you and your family. You get 1 life. Are you living it the way that you want? If this live made you excited and it got you wanting more and even feeling a little scared, I want you to invite you to take the leap to say yes to yourself and your family. So tag me, tag the person who invited you and say, let's do this thing. My life is changing. All right, so my homework for you is to take a look at that income disclosure statement. If you go to youngliving.com/IDS, you'll find it, the most updated one. Find the income level it would take to make a difference in your life and dream big, you guys. Make a plan to get there, which I would love to help you with. And let's get going. Study all those incomes and really dream. What would you be able to do with that extra income stream in your life? Who would you be able to bless? Whom would you be able to bless? How would your life change? And what excuses are standing in your way? Get real with yourself. Get real with your mentor. Write down all of your reasons why you feel you can't do this and find the lie behind them. Because you can do this. My baby. Message me when you're done if I'm the one who invited you here, or message the person who invited you, and let's make those dreams a reality, all right? God bless you all. Hope to talk to you soon. Have a wonderful, blessed Tuesday.